Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlos here. Let's kick off Fan Fridays with a battle from Bingo. The opponent bringing all those hateful, strong Pokemon. We got Latios, we have a Blaziken, and we have potentially Mega Kangaskhan. Like, you don't bring a regular Kangaskhan. So we're just going to see how this one ends up going. And that's going to be the Latios lead versus the Gengar. Alright, I'm pretty sure Gengar can get the outspeed. Latios isn't like super fast on that level, but there we go. So Gengar's going to lead with a taunt, but the Latios was going for the Thunder Wave. So the taunt gamble pays off. I guess it does shut down the Calm Mind. Calm Mind could be a big problem as well. And that's a good amount of damage coming out from that Shadow Ball. Psychic's going to hit Latios, but that is a Focus Sash Gengar. So I mean, you lead with Gengar, good chance there's a Focus Sash on it, and that's actually going to cause the trade with Latios. Not bad at all right there. So Gengar getting that nice little outspeed, getting the edge onto Latios, and making it count. So Gengar is at 1 health. I was thinking Sucker Punch from Kangaskhan, or just getting outsped on the Blaziken could make for some interesting plays. And now, this is, okay, so throughout the Destiny Bomb, which means that, you know, it's faster now, but after the speed boost, Blaziken that's using Bulk Up is getting faster. That Blaziken just wants to win. Going for those Bulk Ups, I mean, he's looking for KOs or something. That's kind of crazy. So spamming the Bulk Up, I guess he's trying to also get around the Destiny Bond. So that's going to be Gengar with Skill Swap? Okay, so that means Gengar has Speed Boost, so it's going to get a Speed Boost. So they're both going to be at +1 at the end of this turn, which means Gengar is going to be able to outspeed, which means it can retain its Destiny Bond priority. So pretty much like Gengar was in a win-win situation if you think about it. Destiny Bond makes it to where if the opponent gains speed and then attacks over Gengar, Destiny Bond's still in effect. So that means it's a free skill swap. So which means you're going to get that freeness over against the Blaziken, and then you just go into the Destiny Bond again. So pretty much that was like a free Destiny Bond lock, and Gengar ends up going 2 for 1. So now the opponent has just a lone Kangaskhan versus 2 of the opponent's Pokemon, or versus 2 of the allies' Pokemon. I don't think it's going to go too well, so that's Garchomp. Garchomp's rocking a bit of health there, 184. Is that tank investment? That seems like that might be a little high. I don't know. So Mega Kangaskhan, of course, comes in. That's going to be a Fake Out. So Fake Out's going to come in and do a little bit of damage. So Rough Skin, ooh, that's a Rough Skin. Going to proc right there and make it to where Kangaskhan ends up taking a nice little chunk of its health because of that. Rough Skin's what, 1/8? Something. So Kangaskhan just took about a quarter of its health right there. And then Garchomp goes for the Outrage. I'm guessing that's going to be close to game? No. That's either a tank Kangaskhan or it is indeed a tank Garchomp. So wow, Garchomp also tanks up that first hit of the return. And my goodness, the quad Rough Skin ends up knocking out Kangaskhan. And that's it. So we saw a lot of weird trades in this. Like, there were situations where 2 Pokemon fainted at the same time twice in a 3v3. I don't think that happens too often. Also, Skill Swap Gengar doesn't happen too often. So that's just kind of wild right there. But overall, when you think about it, you know, it does seem pretty solid. That the Garchomp trade was really interesting because Garchomp and Kangaskhan came on the field. I know this is after the battle, but I'm so fascinated by this, I'm going to keep talking. So Garchomp and Kangaskhan came on the field at the same time, and they ended up trading. Now let's say Gardevoir was knocked off, so they were the last 2, or knocked out. That means they would have been the last 2 Pokemon on the field, and Garchomp still wins the game. Because if you have a Rocky Helmet, or if you have Rough Skin, the Pokemon that ended up hitting you, and if they both faint, that Pokemon loses. So the Pokemon with the ability or the Rocky Helmet ends up winning the battle. So Garchomp was going to win either way. And yeah, the Gengar went 2 for 1, so that was actually a pretty crazy battle. And I think it's a really good battle to lead Fan Fridays with, because now we have a little room to improve on the craziness, but we can also leave it as a good, like, just anchor for this week. So I hope the next videos coming up are going to be awesome, and I hope you guys are ready for some more Fan Fridays.